Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Hello Sangha, welcome to day 24 of our 31 days. We're just over a week to go. I hope that you at least attempted the Nadi Shodhana practices. It was a really important part of yoga, is what we do with our breath and the effect that that has. You know, my teacher's teacher said use asana, the physical practice, to get your body healthy, but use pranayama to live a longer, steadier life. Okay, so it's really key that we do that. We'll do a pranayama practice again at the end. Today you're going to need a strap. Okay, so you can use a belt, you can use a tie, you can use a pair of tights, you can use a scarf. Maybe have a scarf handy this time of year. So something that's long and movable. Okay, so let's start lying on our back with your knees bent and your feet flat. Place your right hand on your belly, left hand on your heart, and take gentle, slow breaths in and out. And with the exhale, really let go, let your body sink into the earth. Really release your body from tension, from resistance. And then hug your left knee towards you. Bring it a little closer in to your chest. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you might bring your nose towards your knee. Let your head come back down and just holding it there. And then reach for your strap, scarf, belt, whatever you're using, tie, tights, whatever. And wrap it around your left foot. And let that foot hover above your groin, okay? And it's just kind of letting it sit there. It's kind of feels, hopefully, relatively comfortable and natural almost to have your hip open like this and your heel above your groin, and then start to circle that foot around. Start to let your foot come a little bit higher. So you're starting to move into your knee joint, into your hip joint, into your ankle joint, into the joints in your feet. Maybe a little squeeze your toes and spread your toes. And just start to push away and keep the bend in your knee and then straightening. Movement in your hip and the rotation in your ankle. Okay, we just get everything in the joints moving, and then see if you can bring that foot a little bit over your head. I mean, obviously, if your hamstrings are tight, don't fight them to get it here. And then take that foot as far away as you can, so all the way down towards the ground again, and then back up again. Okay, back down towards the ground. Push your way through your heel and let it come back up. See if you can get your left hand as close to your left foot as possible, and slowly let that left foot drop out to the side. So out to the west or the east or whatever direction. We kind of do a north, south, east, west movement here. So you can let it drop. Don't worry about your right hip lifting a little bit. Let it just float out, and then let that foot come back up. Switch hands, so you're now holding the strap with your right hand. You want to straighten your right leg, maybe open up your left arm, let it rest, and let your left foot come over to the right. So you're rolling onto your right hip. And only go as far as your body allows, right? Don't force any more length or distance than you need to. And then when you're ready, gently bring that back up. And let's go side to side again. So hold it with your left hand, let your foot float out to the side. Use the exhale to relax and let go a little bit more through that. And then bring it back up and open it out to the other side. And then bring it back to the center, take the strap off. and hug both knees towards you, okay? And gently circle around. Just seeing how this left leg is going to feel like it's been doing some work, obviously, but it might feel a bit more open and free than your right leg. So let's let our left foot relax, take both hands around your right knee, hug it in towards you, take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring your nose towards your knee. Let your head come back down, let it rest. And then wrap your strap around your right foot. Again, just let it hover. It's just going to hover above your groin. The thing as we go deeper into the movement in yoga is you get more subtle and more patient, right? So you wait for your body rather than like, this is another rep, another rep, okay? So you take your time, we start to circle around. Good. And start to reach up with your foot slightly, okay? But keep the bending in your knee and the movement in your hip, the circling of your foot, the movement of the joints in your foot, the squeezing of your toes, the spreading of your toes. So everything in this leg starts to free up and move a little bit more, okay? And it might be slightly different what you do on this side, and this side may feel different to the other side. So let your foot come a little bit more over your head. Okay. And then see if you can take that foot all the way to the floor, giving yourself as much strap or tie. If your tie's too short or your belt's too short, just go as far as you can. And then we can come back up. And over our head again, and back down one last time. Push your way through your heel. And let it come back up. Keep your knees soft, your ankles soft. And let your left arm relax out to the side. And your right foot can drop out to the right hand side. Okay. I'm restricted a little bit by the wall, but if you've got space, let it come all the way down. If it goes down, or if it just comes to about here and that feels enough, that's enough. Then bring your foot back up. Take your left hand to hold the strap, straighten your left leg, open your right arm wide, and let your right foot drop out to the left. So you're rolling onto your left hip. Again, none of this should feel like strenuous. You know, you're not like, I must get more length. It's really just patient and kind and just going, oh, okay, once the weight of my body gives a little bit more, the movement and the length will come, you know, like and the mobility will come, but patience is a key. Coming back to the center and out to the first side again as you switch the strap to the other hand. So really take your time. And then back up and out to the side again. And seeing how all this feels for you. Yeah, just patience, you know, just letting your body unfold. And then when you're ready, take everything back to the center, hug both knees towards you. See how both legs feel. You know, hopefully they feel good, you know, like mine feel good after that. And roll out to the side. It feels good for you. Push into the floor and come to a seated position. Shuffle your hips a little bit further back. Okay, let's get some movement in our spine. So just let your hands rest on your knees and we'll do almost like a cat and cow movement from here. So draw your nose towards your belly button and then your nose towards the sky. Your nose towards your belly button and your nose towards the sky. A bit of movement in your shoulders, see how that feels. Let your left hand come down, inhale up through your right arm. Reach a little bit higher than you think you can. Slide the lower hand away and reach all the way over. Just reaching, reaching, reaching without straining. Try the other side. Inhale higher, exhale over. Soften your elbow, reach a little bit more. Good. Try that one last time either side. Inhale, we go high. Exhale, we come over. Inhale, we go high. Exhale, we come over. Good. And then come back to the center. Let your fingertips rest in front of your shins. Maybe shuffle your hips back. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, go a little bit further forward. So maybe your forearms come down. Maybe with all that hip movement, even your head comes a little closer to the mat. And gently come back up. Okay, let's see if we can stand up without using our hands too much. So can you stand up, give everything a good shake off, both arms, both legs, maybe have a wee walk around, get yourself a bit more free. We're going to take our strap again, okay, and let it rest underneath your feet. And just draw the strap up a little bit, okay? Just feel like it's, so you might be slumped slightly forward and you pull the strap. That might bring your hips into line with your shoulders, into line with your ankles, and allow you to lengthen up through your body, okay? And then you can just let the strap go and try and maintain that length. Good. Let's work on our shoulders. So take your strap again. So we're using the strap for almost all the practice today. And hold, if you've got a yoga strap, hold the metal part. If you're using a belt, hold the metal part. If you've got a long scarf, just hold any part and take your arms quite wide. And let your feet come a little wider, relax. Inhale up with both arms. Exhale behind. Inhale up with both arms and exhale down. Okay. And you can try that a couple more times. Up and over. Maybe even with your eyes closed. So this again is not a straining movement. Nothing in our physical yoga practice should be a strain. Sometimes some discomfort as we move in ways that maybe our body hasn't for a long time. But when I watch Jackson, my little baby, move, there's no strain, no effort. It's just exploration, exploration, exploration. We're experts when we're 6 months old, you know, like we're expert yoga practitioners. Okay, so once you've done that, make the strap a little closer, you know, the distance between your hands a little closer, and then bring both arms up. So when you come here, you meet some resistance as you move your arms back, okay? So as your arms go back, you know, you don't want to dislocate your shoulders. So what we will let happen is our right hand come down, and then our left hand come down. And then our right hand come all the way up and over. And we can try that again. So both arms go up, right hand down, right hand up and over. Okay. And one last time. Both arms up, meet that resistance, one arm down, other arm down, first arm up and over. Okay. Roll through your shoulders, see how they're feeling. I really love this sequence, you know, like I really feel it's really helped my shoulders stay a lot more tension-free over the years. Bring both arms up again. This time take your left hand down, right hand down, left hand up and over. Both arms up, left hand, right hand, left hand. Okay, last one. Both arms up, exhale down, down, and then inhale up, and exhale down. Okay, but you can do whatever you want with your breath. Okay, you can do that with your eyes closed. Then take both arms up again, and this time just do like a wave around the world. Get your shoulders moving around the world. Changing the direction. So your arms are going up and around. Your shoulders might feel a little tired as we do this. And then roll your shoulders. Get your body nice and loose. Shake off both arms, both legs. Then we're going to hold our left hand high and our right hand low. And see if we can bring them behind. Switch top to bottom, bottom to top. Okay. Bring both arms round. Switch top to bottom, bottom to top. Bring it behind. Okay. Switch to the front. And switch to the back. And switch. And to the front. This time keep your right hand at the top, left hand at the bottom. We're coming behind us again. And we're switching to the front and switching behind us and switching to the front and switching, and then just start to freestyle your strap. Okay, moving it around in any way that feels helpful and nice and pleasant and good for you. The shoulder joint is a really mobile joint. You know, it has lots of like potential of movement. I think they think it evolved to help us like when we were running downhill to keep us balanced so we could move our arms and keep ourselves in check with the earth. Okay, let's do a little single leg balance just to finish the physical part of today's practice. So left foot down, right foot out, slide this foot in, bring both hands together. If you want to bring your foot up off the floor, bring it up off the floor. Lengthen up through your spine. Lengthen up through the whole of your body. Then look over your left shoulder and forward, over your right shoulder and forward, and then try closing your eyes. Gently open your eyes and let your foot come down. Give it a shake off, okay? Take the weight on the other foot, turn your toes out, bring your hands together, slide this foot in, bring it up. Lengthen up through your whole body. Try and find a light position for your head, for your skull. And then look over your right shoulder and forward, over your left shoulder and forward, and then try closing your eyes. Slowly open your eyes, let your foot come down. Give everything a good shake off. Get loose, shake, reach, move. Tap your shoulders, tap your back, and then let's see if we can sit down without using our hands too much. So bring yourself all the way down to a seated position. Okay, and find something for underneath your hips so that you can get super comfortable, super steady. And we can do the inner work, right? So we start with the outer work, it's really important. And then we start with the inner work, which is even more important. So allow yourself to sit. If it's more comfortable and more right for you today to lie, obviously it's probably going to be more comfortable to lie, but the problem is when we lie down doing the pranayama stuff, we might fall asleep, okay? So we're going to take an inhale into your chest, let it expand. And as you exhale, take your exhale in 3 parts. So a third, a third, a third. Okay, so inhale. Exhale a third. Exhale a third. Exhale a third. And try that again. So keep going with that at your pace. If it's uncomfortable, suffocating, not right for you, same principle always applies. Then just let go and do what does feel comfortable. And do that for one more breath. So inhaling into your chest. And exhaling, drawing your belly in for a third, in for a third, in for a third. One more time. And then just keep your breath smooth and slow. But try and slightly elongate your exhale more than your inhale. And then every time you exhale, inside we'll use an English phrase today, and we'll just use I'm letting go. Okay, so every time you exhale, I'm letting go. Every time you exhale, internally I'm letting go. And really use the phrase I'm letting go, but also the feeling that you're letting go. And when you're ready, gently move your fingers, gently move your toes. Reach out in any direction, behind you, forward, sideways, whatever you need to do. Get your body moving. Connect your fingertips, the base of your palms. And we'll finish with Shanti, Shanti, Shanti one more time, with a feeling of peace and letting go. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your practice. Thank you for hanging in, even though this might be March, April, May, June, not January anymore. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, I'm really enjoying doing this year. It feels really helpful to be doing it. I'm moving house at the moment, and lots of life changes over this since last year, a new baby, and so yeah, it's really it's really helpful to just have my own practice and also have this to keep me grounded, to keep bringing these practices to you. I hope you're finding them beneficial. Please let me know if there's anything that needs clarified, if you have questions about anything, if you have observations about yourself and what's happening for you. I really would love to hear from you, okay? Anyway, thank you, everybody. See you tomorrow for day 25? Day 25? Day 25.